going on, everyone? So before we jump into it, I just want to clarify that this isn't a video about a DeJounte Murray or any type of trade. I just don't want people to see DeJounte Murray on the screen and go, oh, he's talking about DeJounte. No, it's nothing like that. What I want to talk about in this video is the Lakers. Did they make the right choice by standing pat and just going and acquiring Spencer Dinwiddie? So, of course, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions, so let me know down in the comments below. Also, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. So, the Lakers didn't make any decisions or any trades at the trade deadline. I believe if the Lakers ended up trading for DeJounte Murray, I do think that they would have probably pushed their chips into the table a little bit more. But as soon as DeJounte Murray fell through, I think the Lakers looked at it as like, what's the point? And I am totally okay with them standing pat, right? You look at all the moves and everything, it's like, who could they have gotten that really would have made a difference, like a huge difference that would have been worth the assets and even made sense long-term, right? The only guys that I'm kind of like, man, I wish the Lakers could have gotten was like Gafford or a Royce O'Neal. But even if you look at those deals, the Lakers probably wouldn't have been able to do a deal like that. Just the way that they were structured and or like the movable pieces and multiple teams and all that. Like, it's just a lot of the deals were like very convoluted. And so I just think when the Lakers missed out on DeJounte Murray, I think the Lakers looked at it as like, okay, might as well just stand pat, get guys back, be healthy. Let's see what happens in the buyout market, and maybe we can get an impact guy, which they did, and we'll touch on that here in a little bit. Also, DLo has been spectacular. The guy's averaging like 28 a game the last like month and a half, 2 months. He looked great after his little tune-up. DLo went and got an oil change, and it worked. DLo was spectacular in that Pelicans game, and we're going to need that. We're going to need him to consistently provide that. And if he can maintain that this season, then the Lakers are going to be in excellent shape and are going to be very good, very competitive. And look, if the Lakers get into the postseason, and I've maintained this the entire way, they get into the postseason, I will take our chances with the Lakers. There is not a team in the league that I look at and go, there's no way the Lakers beat them. The only team I do have concerns with is Denver. And it's just because we always seem to lose to them the exact same way. They just seem to have our number. But outside of that, I think every team in the league, the Lakers can beat, without a doubt. Now, it doesn't mean that they will, but I would take my chances. I probably wouldn't bet on it, but I'll take my chances, right? Always going to believe until otherwise. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, no matter what, obviously I wanted DeJounte Murray because he was a clear upgrade over both DLo and Austin Reeves. Again, the way DLo's playing right now, maybe not a huge upgrade, but I just think consistency-wise, playing both sides of the basketball, and more importantly, the athleticism was desperately needed. But regardless, the X factors were always going to be DLo and Reeves. And if you traded one of them, it would have been Murray and Reeves, right? Or if you traded Reeves, it would have been Murray and DLo, whomever. Because you know what you're going to get from LeBron James and Anthony Davis. There's no concerns, there's no questions, there's no thoughts about that. It's who is that other guy night in and night out, game in and game out. And so far, it has been DLo. DLo's been spectacular. Reeves is, don't get me wrong, has chipped in here and there, but he hasn't been as consistent this year, and he hasn't been as efficient this year. DLo has clearly been the third best player on this team. And the question is, can he maintain that? That's where I think the pickup for Spencer Dinwiddie. Now that we have the hindsight and things have kind of settled and, we can kind of, pull back and get the full picture, I think personally the Lakers made the correct decision and the correct choice. And it became even more apparent now that the Lakers acquired Spencer Dinwiddie. Because Spencer Dinwiddie gives them that other guy that on any given night can be that third option, right? And then on other nights can be that fourth or whatever. When the Lakers win games, more times than not, they have 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in double figures. Usually when they lose games, it's like LeBron and AD go and give you like half of the point total. DLo will give you, say 25. And, you look and it's like Reeves gave you 9, Rui gave you 9, Wood gave you 6. Right? And it's like you didn't have that fourth or fifth guy. Spencer Dinwiddie gives you another guy that gives you that now. Where he, more games than not, is going to give you double-digit scoring. And so now, It's like if D'Lo has a bad game, it's like, well, if Reeves isn't spectacular, we're going to lose. Well, now Reeves doesn't have to be spectacular. He just has to be good. Because if Spencer Dinwiddie can be good, then you're going to offset that. Now you just need D'Lo to be respectable, right? So if at any given night, one of those three can be that clear-cut third guy, and it doesn't have to always be the same guy, which is good. So now if any of those guys can be the clear-cut third guy, then you're in good shape. And then you just need one of them to kind of be that fourth guy on any given night. And the Lakers are going to win a lot more games than otherwise. I think Spencer Dinwiddie is going to have a real impact on this roster. I'm not saying that Spencer Dinwiddie makes us the best team in the league or anything like that, but he just takes so much pressure off of everybody else. Takes pressure off of Reeves, takes pressure off of D'Lo, LeBron, AD, everybody. He also is more athletic than all the guards we have. His ability to be a defensive player. Obviously, we need Dallas Spencer Dinwiddie more than this recent Brooklyn Nets Spencer Dinwiddie, which I do believe he will be. I do believe he'll get there because he's playing alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And the most efficient season he had of his career, the best season he has had for his entire career, was playing with Dallas alongside Luka. And a lot of it was because he got a lot of one-on-one matchups. It's the reason you're seeing guys like D'Lo having the best season of his career. Taurean Prince is having the best season of his career. Why? Because they don't have the matchups that they usually have. They're not being defended by, the first or second best defensive player. They aren't getting all the attention. You have guys like LeBron, like AD, that are drawing all of that. Spencer Dinwiddie's going to get that. But regardless, our guard play is the biggest factor, right? Anthony Davis is the most important player on this team. Whether you think he's the best or it's LeBron or whatever, Anthony Davis is the most important. I believe that our guard play is the second most because you know what you're going to get from LeBron. LeBron on a bad night is still going to give you 25, 8, and 8, right? Or 25, 7, and 7, right? On a unplayable night, he's still giving you a 28 and 8, which is crazy to think about. It's just testament to how great he is. But who else are those guys? Who else are the ones that are stepping in and taking off some of the burden? It's why I think getting Spencer Dinwiddie is so impactful. Spencer Dinwiddie can be a real game changer for this team. His defense is, whether he comes off the bench or start. Personally, I would start Spencer Dinwiddie. That's just me. Move Reeves as the sixth man. I just think Austin Reeves, he gives you the exact same production, and he's actually been more efficient this year. In 25 games off the bench this year, talking about this year. I mean, even last year, he had his emergence off the bench, right? But in 25 games this year, he's given you almost the exact same stat line, but he's doing it on much better efficiency. And so I just think Spencer Dinwiddie, you put him in, now you got that 6'5" guard that can defend multiple positions, be a point of attack, make plays. You're playing him alongside LeBron, D'Lo, and AD. He's going to, more times than not, have his way, right? Because now he's going to draw, instead of like the second or third best defensive player, he's going to draw the fourth or fifth guy. And that's one of the big commonalities, right? When you look at his career and you look at the seasons in which he had the most efficient seasons, he wasn't the guy, or he at least had other guys that could distract, right? Like Luka. Dinwiddie got looks and opportunities and one-on-one matchups unlike he ever had in his career. And he is too good in that position. So he capitalized and dominated. You don't think that that's going to happen alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis? Absolutely. As I mentioned, D'Lo's having the best season of his career. Prince is having the most efficient season of his career. All of these guys are playing great because you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Spencer Dinwiddie is going to benefit from those as well. So I look at this team and I look at the offseason. And look, this team is, without a doubt, they've been very disappointing. you have a healthy LeBron and AD who have both played the best they have played in years, and you're barely over 500. You won the in-season tournament. You were 5 games over 500 not that long ago. And it sunk fast. A lot of that was them just kind of taking their foot off the gas. A lot of them, I think, was part of like the championship hangover. I know it's not the Larry O'Brien, but it's still a championship, right? You feel this sense of like accomplishment. You feel this sense of like, oh yeah, we can do this. We can turn it on. And I think part of it just kind of blew up on them a little bit. But I look at how excited we were in the offseason. It's like, man, we have so much size, so much versatility. We got, we have holes, definitely. We have some issues and concerns, definitely. But the consensus by even people that hated the Lakers was like, they're going to be a top 4 or 5 team, without a doubt. We just haven't been there. We just haven't played. We know what they can do. We know what the Lakers look like. And that's one of the reasons why I think if we get into the postseason, you're going to see a very different Laker team. Because you're going to see everybody showing up. You're going to see everybody stepping up. Spencer Dinwiddie also has a good track record in the playoffs. He's been a good playoff player. And it's like, who would you have gotten that would have made that much of a difference in the offseason? Right? Like, I've talked about it. 1 in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. But when you don't have anything in your hand, you might as well explore the bush. And that's kind of what I think Rob Pelinka did. I think Rob Pelinka, scoured the trade market. It's always available. I mean, he said it himself, right? You can't buy a house that's not for sale. If they would have landed DeJounte Murray, I think that they would have been a little more flexible in their moves, and they might have been willing to give up more. But after that, it's like, okay, let's say you get Daniel Gafford and you get Royce O'Neal. Great. Right? Are we looking at them and going, oh, yep, there we go. That's what we needed for a championship? Probably not. Would they have made us better? Sure. Would they have made an impact? Sure. Because Royce O'Neal gives you a legit 3-and-D guy. That would have been nice. Daniel Gafford gives you a legit, starting level center guy that could be a backup, play alongside AD. Like that would have been, I would have loved that, no doubt. But what do you have to give up? And are they really how much further do they put you for a championship than you are right now? Probably not much. I mean, I think you could argue Spencer Dinwiddie and getting everyone back and healthy probably moved the needle more than getting Royce O'Neal and Daniel Gafford. Again, nothing against them. I love them. I would have loved to have them. I wanted them badly. But I understand why. I said it going into the trade deadline. I trust Rob Pelinka. If something was there, he would have done it. Nothing was there. He didn't do it. Fine. I trust that there was nothing there. And, I mean, again, just the eye test told you there was nothing there. All the big names that were supposed to get moved, none of them got moved. You didn't see DeJounte Murray get traded. You didn't see DeMar DeRozan get traded. Right? You didn't see any of these guys that were supposed to be like, oh, these guys are, Bruce Brown. You didn't see any of them get traded. It was all just role guys. There was hours in between the trade deadline where nothing happened. It was a very mid trade deadline. And so I believe that was what it was for the Lakers, and the Lakers probably had to overpay for stuff. And it's like, why? For what? We're better off just going into the offseason with our assets. Let's run this team. Let's go. Also, guys will probably play better because now they're not worried about getting traded and all that stuff. Real question was, will DLo be able to keep this up post-trade, right? Because he picked it up as soon as the rumor started, and guess what? He went and dropped 30. So, clearly, he's still there, and that tune-up still worked. So, I personally believe that they made the right choice. I personally believe that they made the right decision. I support the decision, and I think it was a great move. But do you feel the same way? Do you think now that we've had time to really reflect and see how everything played out and land Spencer Dinwiddie, and look, maybe we land another buyout target or something. There's a couple guys that I'd love to have out there still. But, is there, do you feel like, Lakers made the right choice? Do you think, no, Lakers should have done something? Does Spencer Dinwiddie were you somebody that felt like the Lakers should have done something now that they got Dinwiddie? it's like, okay, I'm good now. Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Now subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.